Oh, certainly.
Good evening and welcome to What's New.
Thank you.
Mary Ann and I are here tonight with a couple of really good guests, and my goodness, we have so much information tonight.
Loads of it,
Our
loads of it.
weekend this weekend in St. Genevieve and around is going to be so busy. So we have two guests to tell us. We'll let Ellie go first because she actually has what's happening this weekend. And Jeff has a little bit more in the future, right?
Yes.
So we'll let Ellie go first. She's got a couple things, and then we'll plug in all the other things that are happening tonight, or
Okay.
this weekend. Yeah.
Well, I'm here to plug the Heritage Days, which are this Saturday. And during the day, the Heritage Days are going to be in the area of the Amaro House and the Creole House and the Baguette Rabot House, in that area behind it. So lots of things are planned. Sandra Cabot just gave me a list of some of the things that they're going to have.
Well, that's nice.
They have a main stage, which is going to feature German singers and the St. Genevieve Stompers and several bands and groups singing and a lot of bands. And then food, they're going to have food, and more food. And they're going to have the Boy Scout Troop 150 is going to be serving breakfast and desserts there.
Oh.
And the food stand that they have is going to be making ham and beans with cornbread, and then they're going to serve beef stew with cornbread. And then they'll have the same thing, brats and hot dogs and chips and things like that.
And the food there is
Yes, really good. That's
Yeah.
what I've heard too.
Everybody should run down there and buy their lunch Saturday.
The parade of old tractors and so forth, that starts at 10:30, and it'll go down St. Mary's Road to the city limits down here to St. Gen, and then back again. And during the day, they're going to have horses and wagons taking people.
Sorry.
They're going to be taking people from the grounds to the city, to town here and back again, so that you can get on and ride. And then they're going to have demonstrations of Roman riding, the equestrian. We have she gets on the horse, stands up on the, all kinds of things like that, the Roman riding. And then they're going to have, of course, the antique tractor and equipment showing. They're going to do log hewing, all kinds of activities that people did, making apple butter, making straw cabins and things like that. So you'll be able to see all these demonstrations and so forth. And in town, we're going to have other things too. They're going to have at the Felix Valet House, we're having a lady that's going to show people how to tat lace, how to make lace. And at the Welcome Center, there's going to be a lady that does paper filigree. She's going to demonstrate that. And then at the First Settlement Antique Shop, there is a lady that's going to be working on a loom making rugs, demonstrating how to make, I guess, rag rugs and things like that. And all the historic homes will be open, but they're not free. There is a fee to go through all the historic homes. So there are things going on out at the fair, at the grounds.
Fairgrounds.
We'll call it the fairgrounds, and then in town also. So there's a lot of things going on, and it's from 10 to 4. And then at 5 o'clock, the Spirit Reunion at Memorial Cemetery, at the old cemetery, is going to start. And we've been doing the Spirit Reunion now for about 16 years. And it's grown every year. We keep getting more and more people. And it's not a scary event. It's a historic, like a history lesson, a fun history lesson. And we have 21 spirits this year. And they are usually stand by the grave of the person that persona that they're portraying, and they tell you a little bit about the life of the person who's buried there. And we have a lot of kids that come, and they get a big charge out of it too. They have all kinds of questions that they'll ask, and they seem to get a big charge out of that too. And they don't seem to be scared at all to walk through.
Great.
We give everybody a flashlight or a lantern to go through the cemetery, and it's a lot of fun.
And that's Saturday night.
That's Saturday night from 5:30 to 8.
Okay.
So
you can go in the dark
go,
or the light.
yes, you can, if some people just don't like to walk through the cemetery at night, so they can come while it's light. But a lot of people just think it's more fun to go through the cemetery with a lantern, so. So, I think that's all I have about everything, unless you have a question about the spirit reunion. Oh, I did want to mention that in 2007, the Spirit Reunion did receive the Governor's Humanities Award for knowing their community's heritage. And we received a beautiful crystal bowl, a bowl at the Governor's Mansion, at a tea at the Governor's Mansion. And we've been very proud of that we won
sure.
that.
Yes, should be.
So, any
And-
questions that you have?
Is most of the foods going to be downtown, or is it going to be out at the
It'll be
park?
out at the park. I mean,
At
out
the park.
at near the, where they have.
Every bowl and
yeah.
back behind there.
It's behind the Amaro House and the Gatt-Roubeau House and the Creole House. There's a
Creole
big
House, yeah.
field back there.
And I want to say, the apple butter is fascinating, and it smells so good.
Yeah, and they'll have kettle corn too.
Kettle
They'll-
corn, yeah.
all kinds of things and activities that they did in the late 1800s.
Right.
So that's what this is all about.
Now, when does
Usually
that
somebody
start?
making lye soap there too, I think.
I think so, I think there was,
Yes,
yeah.
Last year, they
Uh-huh.
butchered a hog.
Yes.
Yes, they butcher
Yeah.
hogs, they
Made
do,
sausage.
iron, what do they call that?
Blacksmith.
Blacksmithing.
Thanks, yes.
They butcher hogs, they, the extension has their calendars and their bird books and all their books there, and they sell
What time does
candied
it-
All
apples
kinds,
and
yes,
hot chocolate.
Yes. They said they would have most everything that they
And
had
nuts,
last year.
yeah, and
and
nuts
a
they're
few
gonna have.
other new things
Somebody
too.
has apple cider too, don't they? Don't they
Yes.
make apple
I
cider
think
too?
so, yes.
It's a great event,
Yeah, it's
I
a
really
fun
enjoy it.
event. And
yeah.
they have games for the kids, you
Uh-huh.
know,
Old-fashioned games, yeah.
And so bring your kids and come on out.
Yeah,
And
and,
that's from 10 to 4. The parade is at 10:30.
I mean, it's 10 to 4 at the park.
Uh-huh.
yeah. And the,
Spirit reunion is from 5 to 8. From
5 to
5:30,
8. Okay.
5:30 to 8 o'clock.
and then up at the St. Genevieve Park, there is a scary house.
Oh, a
Haunted
scary
house.
Haunted house, yeah.
We gotta have a scary house
Yes, a
somewhere.
scary house. I don't like scary houses. Anyway, it's for all ages, and it's open from 6 to 9, so you can kind of pop around town
Sure,
and do all
there's
kind
all
of things
kinds
and
of
head up to
things.
the park. And they have a movie, Scooby-Doo, and that'll be shown from 6 to 8.
That's a couple
And-
different days too, isn't it?
Actually, I'm thinking, let me see on here. Oh, yes, it starts on Friday from 6 to midnight, the haunted house. Saturday from 6 to midnight. Sunday from 5:30 to 3. Monday from 6 o'clock, I guess that is, to 9 o'clock. Oh, and that's 5 to 9 on Sunday. And on Halloween night, it's 6 o'clock to 10 o'clock. So you can go up there if you like scary stuff. And they have free trunk or treat on Halloween night. It's starting at 6 o'clock, so you can decorate your car and put treats in the trunk and pass them out. I think it's a really good, and it's right up there at the fairgrounds where they have the fair and the demo lawnmower races.
They're gonna have lawnmower races one night too up there.
Yes, it's the 28th, you're
That should
right.
be fun.
Yeah, so
I've been
that's,
there one night, I think I'm
We
there.
got all
second
the
night.
this is another thing that's going on this weekend, is the lawnmower
Everything.
races
Oh,
up
my
at
goodness.
the fairgrounds. In addition to the
To everything.
haunted house, yeah.
So,
We have a full
Full
weekend.
weekend,
And then
absolutely.
also if you like mice and you like mice races, they're gonna be out at the Legion Hall for the Alzheimer's.
Alzheimer's.
It's a benefit for them. And the doors open at 5 and the races begin at 6:45. They have chili bar, chili dog, dessert, cash beverage bar, roulette wheel, silent auction, oral auction, 50/50,
All kinds
attendance
of things.
prizes. It's $25 a person to get in, and you can have a great time while you're there. So that'll be benefiting the Alzheimer's group. And Darlene really, really works hard on that. She's very good with it. So you have lots to do.
The
We
weekend's
have-
full.
It's really
We
full.
have mouse races, we have the park, we have lawnmower races, we have the spirit reunion, we have the
Heritage Days.
Heritage Days, and what else?
Get the Fourth Friday walk. And the pumpkin
Yes,
stroll
and
Friday
on
night.
Friday is Fourth Friday Art Walk. How could I ever forget that? And you know
Goodness.
what, this Friday night, we have, the youth did a plein air last week,
Yeah.
the 18th and the 21st. So Jean Reesover judged them. So we're going to give awards to 9 first, second, and third places and 1 best of show. The awards are $50 for the best of show and $25 for the first place in 3 age groups, and $10 for second and $5 for third. And the age groups are 5 to 8, and their pictures are always darling. And then the next
Awesome.
group is 9 to 12, and the next group is 13 on up to 18 or whenever you get out of school, it doesn't matter. And we had 30, let's see how many participants, I forgot. We had a lot of kids participate, but we're gonna hang the show, or even the ones that don't win awards, we're hanging everyone's, in the building where Choice and Joyce's Antiques used to be. And that's right next to the Anvil and right next to Queen Anne's Lace, the new clothing store we have in town. So everybody's invited. We'll put candy on the table and you can grab a piece or two and come in and look at the art. And the kids always get a big bang out of people coming in and looking at their
Oh,
art.
I bet.
Yeah, and we're gonna hang it kiddie style, so it'll be a neat thing for them and it's a good thing to get the youth painting
Oh, sure.
and participating in things that are going on in town. And of course, there's football games.
Oh, my.
We have tons
Yeah,
of
it's just
stuff.
the world is so busy and
I
our
know.
town is super busy this weekend, from Friday till
Absolutely.
Sunday. So there's always beautiful things to do in St. Genevieve and fun things. Yeah. So anybody that wants to call in and ask any questions about any of this, our number is 883-7675 or 7576, which is it, Marianne? Whatever. Try both of them and you'll get the right one.
You're asking me.
If we don't answer on one, just call the other.
Yeah, you don't get it on 7576 or 7675.
So you've got lots to do this weekend. Spirit reunion, Heritage Days,
Mouse races.
the mouse races, the lawnmower races, the park, haunted house.
You can leave your house
So-
on Friday night and not go back home Sunday.
Yeah, you can spend the whole weekend downtown in St. Genevieve.
And along with the art walk, the hospital's doing a pumpkin stroll, trunk
Oh,
or treat
that's
for the
right,
kids.
they are,
Oh,
aren't
That's
they?
6 to 8, that's Friday night also.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
got
so, and the
that.
art walk for the adults is there, and also the children's art is gonna be on display too. So there's lots of art all around town Friday night, and then you can start your day Friday and run up there to the park and see what's up there, and then, I guess Saturday start all over.
You can make a good full weekend.
It sure is, a really full
And
weekend.
food at every place.
Yeah. Oh, yes, and great food everywhere.
Yes,
Yeah. So everybody come on
give
out.
moms a break, they can take the weekend off, they just eat
Right.
out all weekend.
And also, it's supposed to be cold Friday,
Yes,
but put your,
long johns on
yeah,
when you
put your
come to
long
the
johns on
cemetery.
and wrap up and come on downtown. And a little rain never hurt anybody. You got umbrellas? Inside, it's dry.
In the cemetery, it'll be a little chilly, but
Yes,
as
it'll be a little chilly, and
It's okay.
hopefully no rain.
hopefully, we'll-
Well, Saturday, I don't think it's supposed to rain.
yeah, I don't,
I
I
think
think
it's
it's
only
supposed to
Friday.
be out, yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be cold, but,
But
yeah, rain Friday. But we're saying no rain Friday.
Right.
No,
Friday morning, okay, but not during the
yeah,
evening.
right.
Okay, you got that? Please.
there's a lot to consume.
Please, please,
Hope you
yeah.
took notes.
Okay, now we have Mr. Jeff, and he's gonna give us some holiday information.
I have lots of information for you today.
Oh, boy.
And I'd
More
like
than
to
the
start
holidays?
out-
Okay,
I'd like to start out, a lot of times when people have to deal with the sheriff's department, it's always for something bad. And I want to report some stuff that we're doing that's good, and it's because of the community that we're able to do that. And one thing is, I'd like to congratulate or throw kudos out to our St. John School. These were presented to the department for our officers. That the early childhood development said thanks to the officers.
Oh, my
oh,
God.
he's got one up on the,
Can I?
Yeah,
yeah,
yes.
those
Can
are
I have
really
one
neat.
too?
Yes.
Isn't
Look at
that
them.
nice?
They're all from different kids, and they got
Oh, they
little,
write you a little note on
they
the back,
got,
some of
someone's got
them?
notes. I'll
Oh,
let you
that's
look at this.
cute.
Got one up
I'll
there.
read this one while you're looking at that. Hey, police officers, it's me, Police Officer Colton. Thank you for keeping us safe.
This is
Isn't
like,
that
this
cute?
is,
That is cute.
that is
Oh,
And
cute.
they have their little
Handprint.
handprints on it, how
Yeah,
cute.
that's cute.
Well, I had one I wanted you to see.
That is neat.
I love kids' art and the
The one
things
up on the
kids
picture
do.
that
They are so
was
neat.
shown, it said, the police officers go wee-woo, wee-woo,
They
and
go
we like
wee-
their cars.
They go wee woo, wee woo, and
Yeah,
we
we're
like
talking about
their
our
cars.
signs, and they go wee-woo, wee-woo. And, you know, some people don't appreciate these, but I do. And I know our officers do too, that the little ones took time,
Oh, that's
and they made these for
wonderful.
us, and I wanted to thank them.
I'm like abstract art. Look at that handprint there. It
Mhm.
looks like a animal.
Yep. And they're all different.
Yeah.
You know, when we do fingerprints on it, the kids look at them, and I tell them, there's never another fingerprint like yours.
That's
You're
right.
completely by yourself. You're the
That's
only
your
one that's got that
identity.
fingerprint. And on another note,
Isn't that
we have a business here in town, and I won't mention the business, that,
You can mention businesses. We don't.
well, I don't know if they'd want me to.
We like to
But everybody will know who this business is. When you go in and make a purchase there, they do lots of fundraisers for lots of different organizations. And when they do, they ask you, you want to leave your leftover change for this, our cause, and they're always good causes they go for. One of them's muscular dystrophy. And that money goes to a camp to send children with muscular dystrophy to camp in the summertime. And it takes about $800 to send a kid to camp.
Oh my God.
And usually this company or this business raises around $2,000.
Oh, my.
So they send a couple kids to camp. With you guys' support, the community support, I go down there to that camp. It's in Cherokee Pass, Missouri on Highway 67. And when you go down there, a lot of fire trucks go, because normally fire trucks are associated with muscular dystrophy. And they invited me to come down, so I started going down. And I just want to show you what your $800 sends to camp.
Oh.
Her name's Jenna. And
Oh, he has it.
those children, that's their normal.
Isn't that sweet?
And they get bored to death with fire trucks really fast because they can't climb on them, you know. But we have a blast, and that little girl can do anything I can do or more. And she was so happy, you know? So when I went down there and seen these kids, and they're all the way up into teenagers, and some teenagers come back as counselors, I wanted to show you guys your 25 cents or your 50 cents that you dropped in there. Look at the smile on that little girl's face.
Yeah, isn't that
Great.
great?
That wheelchair costs about $10,000 or $12,000. It won't be too long. She'll outgrow it, but they'll give her another one, won't cost her a dime, and she'll need that the rest of her life. You know, but I just wanted to say again, you know, what our community does.
Okay, while you're looking at the next thing, I'm going to read these because these are really cute. These are back to the officer's hands. Thank you for keeping us safe, and they're all signed by these young children. I really like you. Thank you for keeping us safe. Thank you for putting the bad guys away in the cage. You also drive pretty cool cars. I like
Now,
that.
these are kids that are pre-K.
These are pre-K?
Yeah, they're under
Oh
pre-K.
my gosh, okay. So they had someone write those
Yes,
for 'em.
I'm sure.
Thank you for helping and making sure no bad guys take us away. I like all the things that a police officer is supposed to wear. Oh, yeah.
That is cute.
And then that's all the messages on them. The other ones are just hands, but those
There's-
are really cute.
Here's the one.
Oh, wait, here's another one. Okay. You go, woo, wee,
Don't you
woo,
wanna
wee,
keep this?
woo. Thank you for keeping me safe.
That one's cute.
Yeah. Thank you for being a police officer. You keep us safe.
Isn't that sweet?
But
Yes,
and
you
these
guys
are
really
preschool
do.
kids.
And that's why we
Yeah,
do
they
what we do.
that, yes.
Oh,
Kids are so much fun.
that's
I
a
love
joy.
working with them.
Another organization that we get involved with is Camp Rainbow. Camp Rainbow is a camp for cancer kids and kids with bloodborne diseases. And once you go up there, you're hooked. They take around 80 kids, they take them out to Bambler Park, they keep them out there to make, it's like a little hospital, they got a hospital set up for them. But those kids can be kids. They can do about everything you want to do, and on second week of June, they have what they call Superheroes Day. So other dare officers, and other police officers, myself and Major Schott, Jason Schott, we go up there. This last year, he took our Hummer, I took my car, and we get a couple other police cars. St. Louis County brings a helicopter in, they bring their SWAT team in. Forest Park brings their horse down, usually the mounted patrol comes in, bunch of fire departments, and they go over and they get squirted with the fire department, then they come over there, and we allow them to play in the cars. They pretty well can do whatever they want. They blow the horns, and they have a blast.
I bet.
I know they're sick, they know they're sick, but you won't know it. You know, they just run around, and they're kids. And the first time I went, I didn't know what to expect. But when I got up there, this boy run up to me. He lived in our county. I've seen him several times. I had no idea that he was even sick. But unfortunately, we've had several kids in our county that has had cancer or some form of disease that when they get old enough, they'll get to go to this camp. And it's a really neat place to go to. I've been going
What
up.
age group is that, Jeff?
To go to camp, you gotta be at least 6 years old.
6?
They do stuff at Cardinal Glennon. They do have people goes in on the weekends and stuff, and say we're from Camp Rainbow. They might take clowns, or they do some day camps. But if you have any questions, or you'd like to find out more about Camp Rainbow, you can get on the internet and type in Camp Rainbow, and they'd be glad. You can see everything they do, and you give them a call. They can tell you what it's all about. I will tell you, I went up in September for a fundraiser. This was their 30th year. And they give us an appreciation thing. This is my second one. 25th year they give me one. And this one right here they give us. They've helped 6,200 kids
Oh, my
in
goodness.
30 years.
Oh,
Is that a book, or is that?
No, this is a plaque,
Oh, it's a plaque, okay.
but it's really
Like a
heavy.
book from over here.
It's really heavy.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my.
But
Isn't it?
it's hard to imagine 6,200 kids have been that sick. You know, that's just a small portion.
Oh, my
So if we could go
gosh.
up there
Isn't
and
that
make them have a special day or a special week.
That is so nice.
So this is something we look forward to every year, going up and spending some time with them. Now I have a request. I take stickers and suckers to everybody, but those don't last very long.
No.
So here a few years ago, I get stuffed animals all the time. People give me all kinds of stuffed animals. Well, it's hard to give them something big, and so I asked them if they could have stuffed animals. Oh, yeah, I could have them. But I started finding little beanie babies and with some of the stuffed animals. And then somebody donated a whole tub of them to me. So I'm going to put out a request that if anybody has any beanie babies that they want to give away, I know a good home for them. Because I can take them and give them to each one of those kids, and it's something they can keep. It ain't the suckers they're going to eat, it ain't the stickers they're going to throw away. Just give them a little keepsake to take home with them. Something they can call her. So I'm doing a beanie baby drive, I guess you could say. And along with Camp Rainbow, this is one of the signs they had this year. Always in our hearts. When they do the fundraiser, it's held at Tilly's Park. It's a 5K walk, run, and they put signs all the way, every so many feet, all the way around there. And a lot of those signs, their children's not with us today. But the parents and families will come and walk for their loved one. And I met a bunch of them, and this past time I was up there, and it's really eye-opening. If you have a child that's born healthy and stays healthy, it's hard to imagine what they're going through.
Right.
You know, but I encourage anybody, when you find out about Camp Rainbow, if they want to help, be more than glad, you know, to have them talk or call me and I talk to them about it, because it's a real neat program, and I can see what happens. And like I said, it lets those kids be kids and helps them along, and the people that run it are really, they're two special people to start something like that. And here it is 30 years later, and it's still going. They've helped a lot of people, helped a lot of kids. So, okay. Now, down to the holiday stuff. Let me read my notes here. It's Christmas time again.
Almost.
Almost.
Well, it's close enough
I
for
saw
me.
70-something days the other day, so now it's down in the 60s already.
The Christmas stuff at Walmart's been out for a while, and Lowe's has been out for a while. They jumped right past Halloween and Thanksgiving now and start putting out Christmas stuff. I've already talked to some people about Shop with a Cop. Our Shop with a Cop will be held December 10th this year.
December 10th?
Yes. And we're having a toy drive, and we'll be collecting toys till December 8th. And we have several places here in town. You can drop your toys off. You can drop them off at the sheriff's office, drop it off at the Bank of Bloomsdale, both places here in town, at the grocery store and at the bank. Tractor Supply, we'll have a toy barrel. Dollar Store has a toy barrel. Ernie Weiler Insurance will have a toy barrel. Or you can call me to sheriff's office and I'll come pick them up. But we utilize those toys. Anyone that doesn't get to go shopping, there is not a sign-up list for this. Names are given to me, and I go through the list, and the shoppers have to be kindergarten to the 5th grade, and anybody that I can't take shopping, like their siblings, or if I got too many names, not enough to, I can't take everybody shopping. The ones that don't get to go shopping, I'll make toy baskets for them. As I said in the past, the first year I did it, kids under age of kindergarten would come down to big brothers and big sisters, and they were crying and all upset because they didn't get anything, and I couldn't handle that. So we started a toy drive to subsidize that. So that's what we do with that. We have a great time. Ballard Bus Service donates a bus and a driver, and they shuttle them back and forth from Dollar General to the plaza there at Grocers Country Mart. And so they can shop at Tractor Supply or Dollar General, and they can do some shopping at Dollar Tree. We don't want to let anybody out. Everything that we collect, donations are made, are spent here in St. Genevieve County. I've promised that from day one, and that's what we're going to continue doing, as long as we can. There is stuff we can't get here, but the stores have worked real hard. Tractor Supplies already have their warehouses full of toys and things. They're ready. They bend over backwards for us. And the staff down there, they're chomping at the bits. They look forward to this, see all these kids come in. Dollar General, the district manager comes in and sets out water and cookies and free wrapping paper and everything for the kids for that particular day. It's just amazing. We have good turnout with volunteers to take the kids shopping. When you see these kids' faces, light up. Last year, we was able to give them $100 a piece, and they didn't know what to do with it. That's a lot of money for a child that may not have a clue. And but they're very, I'm trying to think of the word, thankful, I guess. I don't know what word to use, but they're appreciative. They're very appreciative. And we usually have pretty good luck with the kids. We've had kids that the parents say, oh, they'll never go with you.
You still have the central place that you meet at?
Yes, right there at the party room, right there next to
Okay, and you
the
still
deli.
have the volunteers come in?
Yes, yes.
Okay, because
So
I
do-
can't
do-
probably go out with the kids this year, but I would like to volunteer to stay in there and do something.
Sure. We use you checking in people as they come in. We could use you for anything.
I did face painting a couple of years.
Yeah, sure did.
Do some of your officers go with them too?
Yes, that's what we do. We team, what I try to bring is 25 kids an hour in, and I invite the city police department. They come up and help. I invite the highway patrol. I've invited the ambulance district, and then our officers, and we have our secretaries. And sometimes they bring their husbands, and officers are allowed to bring their wives. And sometimes they like to go separately. Sometimes husband and wife like to go together, and they'll take a child, and they'll take them, go shopping, and bring them back. So it's called Shop with a Cop, but it ought to be called Shop with a Community, because if it wasn't for the community, this is our 9th year. And whenever it started, they said, I don't think you'll ever get this done. And again, that's why I come to the community, because I have found that if you have a worthwhile project and you believe in it, this community will come behind you. And I think every day for the department that I work for allows me to do this, because I love working with the kids. I go in the wintertime, I get 50 to 100 hugs a day. When I go into the schools, it's law and order in the schools until I walk through the door, and then that all disappears. Officer McCarty, and
They all know
I
you.
welcome all hugs, and to see these youngsters enjoying it, knowing they're going to have something for Christmas. I know that it's held a little bit before Christmas. They get to Christmas early, but at least they get something. And
When is this? The
it's going to be December 10th. It's on a Sunday morning when we're going to hold it.
Sunday morning is when you need the volunteers out there?
Yes,
Okay,
but we've already got, I have a pretty good list of volunteers.
can you stick one on? Can you find a hole for me
Yeah.
someplace? Okay.
If you've helped in the past, you're already
yeah.
on the list. Unfortunately, we can't let everybody because we'd have too many.
Yeah, I know.
But if you've helped in the past and you want to help again, just give me a call, and I'll make sure you're on the list. And once you do it, you're hooked. It's very contagious. And I guess that's about all I have. Let me make sure on my list here. I'd write everything down so I wouldn't forget nothing. We have Friday, we have a prescription drug take back down at St. Mary City Hall, 9 o'clock in the morning till noon,
When is this?
this Friday.
This Friday?
Yes.
Drug-
And we got
At-
one Saturday from 9 to noon, but I forgot the exact location. It's downtown someplace, I believe, is the part of the,
You have it Friday and Saturday, and Friday is where?
Friday's in St. Mary City Hall.
St. Mary's, okay.
It's in the newspaper about Saturdays, but I don't remember.
Oh,
it's
okay.
Bloomsdale, I'm sorry.
Bloomsdale?
It's in Bloomsdale at the pharmacy, Bloomsdale
Okay.
Pharmacy, that's where it's at. Like you said, there's all kinds of stuff going on this weekend. Lots of truck retreats throughout the county.
Because I got a whole sack.
Huh? And with the pill take back, if you can't make it to one of the pill take backs, we have a box located in the lobby, vestibule area at the sheriff's office. We
Okay,
can't take sharps, we can't take inhalers, but we'll take them from you down at the health department, they'll give you a sharps container.
because I may not get down there.
But you can just get a hold of me and I can pick them up, or you can bring them to the sheriff's office and put them in that green box. And
Okay.
we'll take it from there.
Okay. I can do that.
And I think that's it.
Okay.
Takes me a while to write it.
Big, big, busy weekend for sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's December the 10th is for the shop with the community.
Yeah.
Okay. And is this week Friday and Saturday also for the drug return?
Yes, it's this Friday and Saturday.
Okay,
Friday at St. Mary's, Saturday at Bloomsdale. And if you need more information, just contact me at the sheriff's office,
okay.
883-5820, and they'll get a hold of me about
What was
anything.
the last four numbers?
5820,
Okay,
and that's information on Camp Rainbow, information on
okay.
Western District Camp, or Shop with a Cop, or if you
You're
just,
just full of information, aren't
well,
you?
if I don't know it, I'll try to figure it out.
Yeah. And that's nice to have that, being at the sheriff's department in between the doors.
Yes, makes it real easy.
Because it's easy to run up there and drop them in and
Well, that
right
gets
back
them off
out
the
to your
streets.
car. Yeah.
It's not, that keeps it, people used to say, well, let's flush it down the toilet. Well, that all
No,
goes into the wastewater and ends up in
runs out on our
groundwater.
ground, yeah.
And people used to throw them in the trash, We burn them in a special incinerator, so that gets them out of the houses, so nobody else
Is
can
that what
use
they do with
fast.
them? Burn them in a, I didn't know that.
Yes, we burn them.
So all the pills burn up, do they actually
Mhm.
disintegrate, do they?
Yeah. Yeah, there's a scrubber on it, so you don't have any smoke or any toxic fumes, I guess you could say, but it burns them plumb up. And,
So it leaves an ash though?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that ash ain't gonna do that for you.
I bet it wouldn't be.
Well, I saved mine up from last year, so I got a year's supply.
Well, I'll be darned, I didn't know you burned them. I wondered what they did with all those pills, because there's thousands of them. Yeah.
The last pill take back we took, over 12,000 pills.
Yeah, I thought
And
somebody
we took
had
one
counted
at,
them.
Bloomsdale, we took, our Armbruster and I collected 22,000.
Oh, my gosh.
We sit here and we count them. Look, it might be plus or minus 100 or two, but that's a lot of pills. And
That is.
And that's just a drop in the bucket. So it keeps it out of the bad people's hands. If we can do that, that's less pills somebody can break
Right.
in and steal.
Yes, then it's best just to dispose of them that way.
Yes.
Safer for our environment.
We've had
safer
pills
for-
that were brought to us from the 70s. They were been in the closets and pantries and stuff that, they were.
Because
that
they
old.
don't know
The
what to
oldest
do
one-
with them.
Oldest ones were 72.
Oh, my gosh. Now, it doesn't hurt if you take them out of the bottles and recycle the
No,
bottles.
we do, we take the caps and those benches that they make.
Right, and you
We-
can use the hard bottles too.
We save all
Yeah.
that, all recyclables we
Okay, I was
save.
wondering if you did that.
Yes,
Yep.
we sure do. And
'Cause I
if
took
you wanna
mine out
keep the
'cause I
bottles, they
didn't
just, sometimes they dump it in baggies.
Plastic bag.
That's what
But
I
you gotta be
did.
careful because if you get too many in there, that bag bust, it's a mess.
Oh, I bet.
So if you wanna do that, you might wanna double bag it.
Oh, okay. 'Cause that's what I did the last time, so I could recycle the bottles. But if you recycle them,
We sure do.
Yeah.
We take them and we collect them all, even with the health department, and then we give them all to the ambulance district. They're like the central things, and we keep them up at our office. We got a little storage up there, so everything's collected goes up there, and then they take them from our office and send them off to wherever they send them to. But I think they've collected, made several benches.
oh my goodness.
They're still
Yeah, I
collecting.
didn't know for the longest time that you could do those pill bottles, as long as they're the hard
hard
ones,
ones, yes.
yeah.
But we recycle the other ones too, there's no sense of throwing them away, so, but we kind of sort them out, and keep this plastic from this plastic, so. But a lot of them,
And does it hurt if the labels are on or off? Doesn't hurt.
no, they do something with them. People used to take the labels off because they thought they'd get information off of them, but they don't have to take them off. And something to do in the process that they
Oh,
take
okay.
them off. So,
Because I usually take mine off, but
Yeah, I do
if you
too.
don't have to, then I won't do
right,
it
no, you
anymore.
don't have to.
So, anything else anybody got to talk about?
I got a load of information on one page.
Need some more paper? I got a notepad over here.
Okay, well, glad I brought the tablet along.
Okay, so anybody that missed us tonight and wants to rewatch it or watch it, you tell your friends. It's on at 7 o'clock in the morning. No, actually, it's on at 1 o'clock on Thursdays. And then on Wednesdays, and next Wednesday at 7 a.m., 1 p.m., and 7 p.m. So you can continue to watch our show if you missed it. Want any information, just pull it up, St. John TV YouTube channel, or on channel 991, our local TV, and choose, I think, what's news on the header now. So we graduated.
Yes.
It used to be pull down, now it's up on the header. So we have, Ellie, what did you promote?
The Heritage Days and Spirit Reunion.
Okay, and Jeff?
We had a Shop with a Cop and Camp Rainbow, the Muscular Dystrophy Camp, and Beanie Babies.
And
Remember Beanie Babies?
Anybody's got Beanie Babies?
Does it have to be a beanie? Can it be a small?
Yes, it can be a small one.
Okay.
It's just, it takes a lot of space, and the kids
Those
don't have
little
lots of
stuffed animals.
Just
Little
any
stuffed
little stuffed animal. I
Oh,
call them
okay.
Beanie Babies because they're all
Yeah,
tiny.
Yeah.
Right.
So something small.
Okay.
We collected a whole bag full.
Then we have the park, all the events up there, starting Friday, running through Halloween. So they have several nights. I don't like haunted houses, but give it a try.
The kids love them.
They do.
Oh,
Give them
they
a
do.
try, yeah. They have, oh, there's a pet parade on there too, I see.
Yeah, there's a lot of activities.
Gahools Pet Parade, is that what, Ghouls, I guess it is. Pet Parade, not Gahools, it's just Ghouls, not Gahools. Pet Parade Sunday at 5 p.m. And then the Halloween night starting at 6. And you can decorate your car. And then the go-kart and lawnmower races and spooky fun for all ages. We
got
have
a lot.
the mouse races at the Legion Hall for the Alzheimer's on the 28th, starting at 5. And the races are 6:45, and it's $25 to get in. And I guess that's for your mouse, huh?
I
Maybe.
would think.
Yeah, probably. They have chili bar, chili dogs, dessert, and cash beverage bar. So if you want to spend the evening there, oral auction, silent auction, roulette wheel, attendance prizes. So you can run everywhere. Go to Spirit Reunion,
Just go from one thing to the
run
next.
to the park, run to the mouse races, run to the lawnmower. They start late, don't they? Nope, they don't put the
5
5.
o'clock, isn't it?
Time trials are at 6, $3 to get in.
This is the last one too, isn't it?
Yes, this will be the last one for this year. And they're already working on a schedule for next year. They've been well received in St. Genevieve, so that's good. We have Fourth Friday this Friday also, and that starts from, it goes from 6 to 9. And then the youth plein air paintings are on display from 6 to 9 also. And our building won't have a flag like the Fourth Friday buildings do. So just remember that it's the old Choice and Joyce Antique Building in between the Anvil and our new business in town, Queen Anne's Lace. So I guess that,
Pumpkin stroll, it's 6 to 8.
the what?
Pumpkin stroll, trunk or
I
treat.
forgot. You tell them about
That's-
that again.
That's, you'll be able to,
I
they'll
don't
have
have
some
a
pumpkins
tape.
available free. I believe they got those down there, and like I said, it's trunk or treat, I'll be down there, same thing, it's open to all ages. It's in conjunction with the art walk, and it's from 6 to 8 on Friday
And
night.
where is that? Welcome.
Down by the gazebo,
Down by the gazebo.
in the
Okay.
parking lot next to the gazebo.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
On Main Street.
Yes.
On Main Street. And they're gonna carve pumpkins?
No, they got a bunch of free pumpkins they're gonna give away.
Oh, they're
Come
gonna give
first up.
away pumpkins, so you can
And they
take them
will
home
have,
and
I
cook 'em.
think,
Or,
they might have a place where you can decorate them there.
oh,
They
okay.
have in the past, but I didn't get a chance to talk to them what they're gonna do with the pumpkins, but, I know there was some pumpkins set up to be given away,
Okay.
so.
And I was looking at Pinterest the other night, and they were really cute. They were doing the little pumpkins, and they would put acrylic paint in water, and then you dip the pumpkin in. They are so pretty. The paint clings to the
To the
pumpkin, and then you can put a sealer on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
Cute.
pretty. This is real abstract.
Yeah.
All different colors.
Real easy and a mess maker.
Yeah.
Right? Probably really messy, yeah. To me, I don't know why that paint would not run off the pumpkin.
It
Well,
seems
that's
like
what I
it
was
would,
thinking.
because the skin is so smooth.
Yeah. I don't know how they did it, but they had pictures of them and they were really pretty, yeah.
huh.
I would take it and put it in there and spin it around and make swirls from going around it instead of up and down. Just to be different. Okay, our next show will be on November the 8th. And so far, we have an inspirational speaker, Jacqueline Rowe, and she's going to be our guest. And so if anybody else wants to join in, talk about anything, just give Mary Ann or myself or the City Hall a call, or notify Don up at St. John TV, or just send an email to St. John TV. And we will be happy to have you come on and talk about whatever. Okay?
Yep.
So if anybody doesn't have anything else to talk about, we will tell everyone good night and happy Halloween.
Good
We
night.
don't- Now, look what we're missing without Mary Ann here.
Yep. We
Yes,
don't have our table
Mary
decorations.
Ann would have all kind of walkie-talkie pumpkins and probably headdresses
She'd
and
have
all kinds of
something on,
stuff
yeah.
on, yeah.
I didn't
And
think
now
about
we
it.
have a plain gray table.
Yeah. I didn't
We
think
need you,
about it.
Mary Ann. Get well.
Well, I'm gonna be over there tomorrow night for their Halloween celebration, so I'll
Tell
be sure to
her,
stop by.
yeah, tell her that we needed her to
We need
decorate
her.
our table. Yeah. So, good night, everyone out there, and thanks so much for
Thank you.
listening to us and watching us, and enjoy St. Genevieve this weekend.
Yes, there's
So-
tons and tons of things to do.
Yeah. So, good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good
Good
night.
night.